Curious about the cultural nuances in Palestine? In today's video, we're diving into 12 taboos that you need to know before visiting or living in this unique region. Understanding these cultural sensitivities is key to showing respect and making meaningful connections. Let's explore what to avoid and why it matters. 1. Criticizing religion. Religion plays a central role in Palestinian society, with Islam being the predominant faith, followed by Christianity. Criticizing or questioning religious beliefs, practices, or figures is considered highly disrespectful and can lead to social ostracization or even legal consequences. Religious institutions are deeply respected, and any form of blasphemy, whether intentional or not, is taken seriously. This taboo extends to both public and private conversations. Even casual remarks that might be seen as critical of religious practices can offend others. The strong connection between religion and daily life means that challenging religious norms is often viewed as challenging the very fabric of society. As a result, most people avoid such topics, especially in mixed company, to maintain social harmony. 2. Disrespecting elders. In Palestinian culture, elders are revered for their wisdom, experience, and role in the family and community. Disrespecting elders, whether through words or actions, is considered a severe breach of social norms. This respect is shown through gestures such as standing when an elder enters the room, addressing them with honorific titles, and always seeking their advice on important matters. Elders are often seen as the guardians of tradition and cultural values, and their opinions are highly valued in decision-making processes. Disrespecting them not only harms personal relationships, but also damages one's reputation within the broader community. Therefore, maintaining a respectful attitude towards elders is a fundamental aspect of Palestinian social etiquette. 3. Public displays of affection, PDA. Public displays of affection between couples, such as kissing or hugging, are generally frowned upon in Palestinian society. This taboo is rooted in conservative cultural and religious values that emphasize modesty and privacy in personal relationships. While holding hands may be acceptable in some areas, anything more intimate is often considered inappropriate. The discomfort with PDA is particularly pronounced in rural areas and among older generations, who may view such behavior as a sign of moral decline. However, even in more liberal or urban settings, couples are expected to exercise discretion. Respecting this taboo is essential to avoid offending others and to maintain a respectful public image. 4. Questioning family honor. Family honor is a cornerstone of Palestinian culture, and any actions or behaviors that could bring shame to the family are taken very seriously. This includes matters such as premarital relationships, inappropriate behavior in public, or anything that might damage the family's reputation. Upholding family honor is a collective responsibility, and individuals are expected to act in ways that reflect positively on their family. In many cases, the concept of honor is closely tied to the behavior of women in the family, who are often seen as the bearers of the family's reputation. As a result, there is significant social pressure on women to adhere to traditional roles and expectations. Violating these norms can lead to severe consequences, including social ostracization, and in extreme cases, family disputes. 5. Discussing politics. Political discussions, especially those related to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, are often highly charged and can quickly become contentious. In a region where political identity and allegiance are deeply intertwined with personal and community identity, expressing dissenting views can lead to arguments and strained relationships. As a result, many people avoid discussing politics in casual settings to prevent potential conflicts. Additionally, the political situation in Palestine is complex and sensitive, with various factions and ideologies at play. Criticizing or questioning these factions can be perceived as a personal attack, making political discussions even more fraught. For many, it's safer to steer clear of these topics unless in the company of trusted individuals who share similar views. 6. Dressing immodestly. Modesty in dress is a significant cultural expectation in Palestine, especially for women. Dressing in revealing or tight-fitting clothing is often seen as disrespectful and inappropriate, particularly in more conservative areas. This expectation is rooted in Islamic teachings, which emphasize modesty as a virtue, as well as cultural norms that value traditional dress codes. Men are also expected to dress modestly, although the standards may be less stringent than for women. In general, dressing modestly is seen as a sign of respect for oneself and for others, and adhering to these norms helps avoid unwanted attention and maintains one's reputation within the community. Visitors to Palestine are also advised to respect these cultural norms, especially when visiting religious sites or rural areas. If you are enjoying, make sure to subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up. 7. Eating during Ramadan. During the holy month of Ramadan, Muslims fast from dawn until sunset, refraining from eating, drinking, and other physical needs during daylight hours. In Palestinian society, where Islam is the dominant religion, eating or drinking in public during Ramadan is seen as highly disrespectful, as it shows a lack of consideration for those who are fasting. Non-Muslims and visitors are expected to respect this tradition by avoiding eating or drinking in public during fasting hours. Many restaurants and cafes may also close during the day or only offer limited services. While it's not legally enforced in all areas, the social expectation is strong, and violating this taboo can lead to discomfort or even confrontation. 8. CrossGender Socializing. In more conservative parts of Palestinian society, social interactions between unmarried men and women are often restricted. Publicly socializing alone with someone of the opposite gender, especially if they are not family, can lead to gossip and damage reputations. This taboo is rooted in cultural and religious values that prioritize modesty and the protection of family honor. While attitudes may vary depending on the region and the level of conservatism, in many areas, such behavior is closely monitored, and people are expected to avoid situations that could be misconstrued. In more liberal urban areas, these restrictions may be less rigid, but there is still an underlying expectation to be mindful of how such interactions are perceived. 9. Talking about sex. Open discussions about sex or sexual topics are considered taboo in Palestinian society. Such conversations are seen as inappropriate and offensive, particularly in mixed gender groups or in public. This is due to the conservative nature of the culture, where topics related to sexuality are typically reserved for private, closed-door discussions within marriage or among very close friends. The taboo surrounding sexual discussions also reflects broader cultural values around modesty and privacy. Publicly engaging in these topics can lead to social stigma and may be seen as a breach of decency. Consequently, people tend to avoid these conversations to maintain social decorum and respect for cultural norms. 10. Displaying feet. In many Middle Eastern cultures, including Palestine, the feet are considered the lowest and dirtiest part of the body. Pointing the soles of your feet at someone, whether sitting cross-legged or lying down, is seen as a sign of disrespect. This gesture implies that the person you're pointing at is beneath you, which can be deeply offensive. This taboo is particularly important to observe in formal or social settings, such as when visiting someone's home or a place of worship. Being mindful of your posture and avoiding actions that expose the soles of your feet can help you navigate social situations more respectfully and avoid unintended offense. 11. Using the left hand. In Palestinian culture, as in many other parts of the Arab world, the left hand is traditionally associated with unclean tasks, such as personal hygiene. As a result, using the left hand for eating, greeting, or handing something to someone can be considered impolite. The right hand is preferred for these activities as a sign of respect and cleanliness. This cultural norm is particularly important in social interactions, where using the right hand is a way to show respect to others. While left-handed individuals may find this challenging, making an effort to observe this practice can help you blend in and demonstrate cultural sensitivity. In more casual settings, People may be more understanding, but it's still wise to be aware of this expectation. 12. Criticizing Palestinian identity. Palestinian identity is deeply tied to the history, culture, and ongoing struggle for statehood. Any negative comments or criticisms about Palestinian identity, culture, or the resistance against occupation can be extremely offensive. Such remarks are often viewed as dismissive of the collective suffering and aspirations of the Palestinian people. This taboo is rooted in the broader context of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, where national identity is a critical aspect of the struggle for recognition and rights. Criticizing or undermining this identity can be seen as aligning with opposing views, making it a highly sensitive issue. Respecting Palestinian identity and avoiding derogatory comments is crucial for maintaining positive relations and understanding within the community. If you found this video insightful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content that delves into the traditions and customs of different cultures around the world. Got a question or a topic you want us to cover next? Leave it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.